All right, what is going on, guys? It is Wilson from Function Powersports, and today we're gonna be running through a bunch of different scenarios when it comes to what exhaust you should get for your ATV or UTV. So the three reasons why you're probably gonna be looking at upgrading the exhaust on your machine is power, sound, or just a little bit of a bling factor. If you're looking for more power, exhausts are a great option. More air in, more air out, more power at the end of the day. When it comes to the sound, right? Exhausts have a ton of different tones, ton of different decibel levels that you can kind of go with. You can go with a nice muffled tone that sounds great but isn't too loud. You can get the ones that are loud as shit, and that's just, you know, that's what you're looking for. You want to be the loudest guy out there, they have an exhaust for you. You can also go with kind of that little bit of a bling factor when it comes to the exhaust. You can get the one with all the shiny chrome, or maybe black it out and make it stealth like the rest of your machine. You've got a murdered out build. So when it comes to the type of exhaust, probably the most common one that you have seen out there is gonna be a slip-on exhaust. So the slip-on exhaust essentially does not replace the mid-pipe, it's just the can and back. Essentially, you're replacing the muffler. It's gonna give you a very different sound, give you a little bit extra breathing when it comes to that exhaust system, so you can get a little bit extra bump. Typically, it's just a couple of bolts. Pull the old one off, put the new one on. You get a totally different sound for the machine. You get a little bit of that power pickup from it. So slip-ons, and they're obviously gonna be a little bit less expensive when it comes to a full exhaust system. So slip-ons are a really awesome, easy, and cost-effective way to upgrade that machine, make it a little bit more yours, get that sound and power that you're looking for out of an exhaust. All right, so when it comes to the next step, that's gonna be obviously the full exhaust. So this is essentially if you take the slip-on exhaust that you have, and then you have the mid pipe that goes all the way to the motor. Replacing the full exhaust gives you that full power benefit. It gives you that full unique sound benefit that you're looking for. And depending on the type of piping that you go with, whether it's stainless or titanium, anything like that, you can kind of get that cool looking factor if it's got it'll start doing the thermal burning where it's blue and stuff. So you can kind of get a little bit of that cool factor with it. At the same time, you're getting the extra power and the sound that you're looking for from a full exhaust. So the other type of exhaust that kind of sits with these two is gonna be a cutout. Maybe I'm out with the family or doing something like that and I want it to be quiet because they don't like loud, or they don't want it to be so loud, or you're in a campground, something like that. You want it to be quiet, so you can flip a switch and it's in the stock exhaust setup. Or you're out ripping, you want it to be loud, you're looking for the power, you're looking for all of it. You can flip it and it just dumps it right before the muffler. Now it's kind of the option of, is it a single or a dual exhaust setup? If you like the way it looks, having the dual pipes versus a single pipe, that's up to you. I know a lot of guys on like Outlanders and stuff, they like to run dual pipes, but some of the old quad guys like a single pipe. It's just kind of up to you on how you want to run your machine. If you're doing a lot of mud riding, you're doing a lot of mud bogging, you want to look at more of a mud muffler that you can repack. Some of them have an easy, like a V-band clamp that you can pop the top off and basically repack it. Some of them are rivets that you have to drill out. That's up to you, but that is something you want to take into consideration if you're doing a lot of mud riding. In addition to that, so if you are out riding, say in dry fields, right? You don't want to be the guy who starts a fire. So a lot of times you're going to be needing to run that spark arrestor. Most of these exhaust systems, they're going to come with a spark arrestor kit, so you don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that you are looking at installing that, because you don't want to set a forest on fire and it be all your fault. Yogi Bear says not to, or Smokey the Bear, whatever his name is. I don't know. Not Yogi, it's Smokey the Bear, I think. And lastly, when it comes to exhaust, especially on the UTVs, ATVs, anything like that, you really need to be looking at tuning. So most of these exhaust manufacturers are saying that, hey, if you install this exhaust, you've got to tune the vehicle in order for you not to destroy it. We always recommend it. Lean is mean, but the machine needs more fuel. And so adding that tuning mechanism in there is going to help you get that more fuel, allow you to make more power, allow you to be safer, not ruin your engine, because no one wants to do that. All right, that is going to wrap it up for us here today. Hopefully you know a little bit more about exhaust than you did before, and you might be ready to pull the trigger on one and upgrading your machine. And if you are, head over to functionpowersports.com and snag yours today. We got Big Gun, HMF, all ready to go to you, depending on your machine. You just plug it in and let us know. Make sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, drop us a comment down below. Maybe what exhaust you're looking for, what machine you're looking for, kind of what's that reason why you may be upgraded to your exhaust. Let us know down in the comments below. I'm Wilson from Function Powersports. See you next time. Peace.